Hi everybody, today is Tuesday. It is almost 11 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get $6.54 for 2.1 miles. Super slow day today and not much I can do about it. I just lowered the amount of money for my minimum from $9 and change all the way down to $6 and change. So this one came up. Today is day 18 of my 16 8-hour fast, and I suppose it's all going just fine. And it's my official weigh-in day, and I lost 1 pound, and I'm now in the 160s, and that's right on track with my goal of losing 1 to 2 pounds per week. And yeah, the only thing that's been really different with this 16 8-hour fast is that I've kind of been slacking off in the exercise department. I've been walking every morning, but not any running or strength training. So I'm hoping to get back on that this week, so that way I can continue to lose weight at a steady pace. I mean, so far I have not flatlined where I'm not losing any weight, so I guess the fasting is still enough to get me down at least 1 pound every week, and I guess that would be acceptable. That wouldn't be too bad of a thing. I mean, as long as the weight keeps going down until I reach my goal of 155. So I've lost, what, 6 pounds now, and I got, I don't know how many more to go. 14 more pounds. And there's no definitive deadline on when I hit it, but if I can lose at least 1 pound a week, I guess that means at least 14 more weeks to go until I hit it. Alright, we're here at Starbucks. Let's park it and go on in. Everybody stay in their spots and don't tip over. Gonna be going 4 minutes, 0.6 miles. I'm going to a business. It's gonna be a meet at the door. No problem inside Starbucks for the pickup. When I first went inside Starbucks, the order was not on the counter, but when I looked at the employees working, I saw an employee putting the bag together for my order. So I only stood there for about a minute, and she brought the order over to me. I just told her the name of the customer, and she handed it to me, and that was it. And I don't have a specific goal today for what I'm going to achieve. I think I'm just going to try to shoot for at least $6. And that's it, like at least $6 for an order, $2 for every mile, and just see how it goes. It's gonna be a super short day because it's already gonna be almost 11. I have to walk the dog at 11:30, so I think, yeah, after I drop this off, I'm gonna go back home and walk the dog, then come back out, and maybe I'll work until 1 o'clock at the latest, and then that's gonna do it. There was an earlier offer that came up that I was really tempted to take, but it was too many items. It was like 25 items at Sprouts, but the miles were super low. It was only like 2.1 miles, and they were going to pay $22. And I wanted it. I initially was like, I should take it because, it's really good money and it's a super low miles. But I sort of made a rule not to take any orders over like no more than like 9 items, because I just don't like to deal with the stress anymore of doing large shopping orders, because they're such a headache. So that's why I didn't take it. But I also remember telling myself that if it was a significantly good amount of money, to take it. So I think this particular one I was actually supposed to take, because I think I had said that if it was at least $20 that I would take it, and so I think I blew it on that one. I really should have taken it. Do I turn here? No. Next one, I think I turn here. Alright, it's somewhere in here. I'm not sure exactly where to park. I don't remember. I don't remember the layout to this place. It's been a while since I've been to this particular business complex. From what I can recall, I think there's an entrance over here somewhere that I usually scoot into to get inside. Yeah, I think it's this one over here. Alright, let's just go. Let me park it, and I'll just start walking around and see if I can find it. Get this out. Grab it. Come on, stop. Weird parking garage. I think it's like in the far corner. Where's it on the right? It might be on the right. I haven't been in here in a long time. I'm looking.
I'm right back here on this.
I'm not seeing.
Yeah, right here.
Over here? Nope. I'm turned around. Oh, there it is.
Hey, how's it going?
I have a delivery for Robert. Well, that delivery went just fine, except for there was nobody that showed up to meet with me when I went inside the business office. I said the name of the customer and nobody responded. I think he was on the phone. So I just kind of left it on the reception counter. And then I looked inside the app just to make sure the suite number was correct, that it matched up to the one that I needed to go to. And I just closed out the order, and that was it. So hopefully it all works out. All right, I'm going to head back home. Next up is an order from Uber Eats. We're going to be going to Starbucks. I'm going to get $9.64 for 4.3 miles. Well, the little doggy got her walk, and then I went back home and watched some TV for a while, rejected a lot of offers, and then this one finally came in. And it's just another Starbucks, so it looks like it's going to be a bit of a Groundhog Day, although we're not going to the same Starbucks as the last one I went to. It's, once again, it's just probably picking up some more coffee and maybe some pastries or something. That's going to be about it. And I don't know exactly where the drop-off is, but I don't think it's going to be a house. I think it's going to be a business. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really. I can see the cross streets and they look like a house, but the general location is normally where businesses are located. So we'll have to wait and see. And then, so as far as this diet thing goes, I'm still just going to keep up on it. I have been trying to add more variety of food to my diet because it gets boring, especially now after day 18. I'm actually getting tired of drinking coffee. So I'm starting to just drink water with my meal, which I think I read is actually better for me. because I guess the caffeine in coffee or something, it messes with nutrient absorption. So I figure maybe I'll have coffee like the middle of the day, or middle of the afternoon, in between meals. I'll have a cup. But apparently, what I read is that you're not supposed to drink coffee with your meals because of it blocks some important nutrients from being absorbed. So I said, okay, well, that's fine because I'm not exactly addicted to coffee, or addicted to having coffee with my meals. So I guess I'll just wait on that until later, and I'll just drink water. And then as far as the food goes, I'm still just having the egg whites in the morning, adding like some vegetables, some bell peppers and onions, and I'm still having those veggie patties with my eggs, just to kind of fill up, along with some Ezekiel bread. So that really hasn't changed all that much at all. I think what makes the meal so satisfying in the morning is just that whole combination. So I really am just trying to stick with it. I also add avocado to it as well, and then I have a little side of cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, just as filler in case I'm still hungry and I need more food to kind of tank up so I'm not still hungry. But I'm telling you, once you eat that, you're good to go. Now for dinner, I'm going to have something totally different for dinner. I went to the store and I bought a pot roast, and I'm cooking that in a slow cooker with some onions, carrots, celery, and a beef broth. And I did the whole routine where I got a rub for the pot roast, and I seared it in a pan, so the juices are all seared in there, and it's going to be real flavorful. And now it's just going to be in the crock pot for about 6 or 7 hours. All right, we're here at Starbucks. Let's get it. Get the pickup. Continue to next step. We are going to be going 7 minutes, 2.4 miles. We are going to a house, and it's going to be a leave at the door. No problem with the pickup. As soon as I walked in, the order was ready to go. So super easy. The customer had a very strange name. It wasn't actually a name. It was more of a like a statement. It was like, my name .3 or something like that. Although that wasn't it. $6, 6 miles. That wasn't it, but I'm just using that as an example. Just some random verbiage, like filler verbiage, was the customer's name. And that happens every once in a while. Every once in a while, these customers, they like to be real clever with the name they give, and they come up with something real weird that doesn't quite even make sense as to why they're doing it. I've seen some really strange ones. Like, there was one time I was doing Uber, driving people around, and the person put their name was car accident. So I'm like, hi, car accident, how are you doing today? Yeah, I think the app really should have some kind of artificial intelligence that only allows them to put in certain things as their name, because sometimes the names can be embarrassing to say to the people in the restaurant, and so it makes it awkward for the delivery driver. And when that happens to me, I just show them the phone. I go, I got this really weird name for this customer to pick up for, and I show them the phone, and they give me the look and the nod like, yep, another one of those. So it happens. And then so back to the dieting. So I went and I made that pot roast in a crock pot. It's cooking right now. And at first I had set it on low, thinking that that's what I would need for it to be ready by dinner time. But apparently you have to set it to high if you want it ready within like 6 or 7 hours. It's actually on, if you set it on low instead of high, it'll take 10 to 12 hours. So I don't plan on having dinner that late. So I switched the temperature on the slow cooker to high from low. And I was really shocked how expensive the pot roast was. It is a really tiny pot roast. I mean, really tiny. I want to say it is probably somewhere between 2 and 3 pounds of pot roast, right? So not big at all. Well, this little tiny baby pot roast that I got, I swear it only feed about like three to four people. This little tiny pot roast costs almost $20. $20. So if you divide that by 4 people, it's $5 a person to have a serving of this pot roast meal. So that's kind of crazy. Now, of course, I plan to stretch it out with the fact that I've added a lot of vegetables, and I'm gonna make also a pot of brown rice to serve with it, along with some I think with some bell peppers and mushrooms and onions, and then I'm gonna make a gravy out of the sauce. And I think that is going to be filling enough where I can stretch it out and it will actually last a lot longer, and I'll be able to get my money's worth off of this expensive pot roast. Now, I know I read on the internet that the cost of beef is going to keep going up. I thought I heard that sometime this year it's supposed to go up another 30 to 40%. So I guess I better brace myself, because my goal is to try to have pot roast once a week. And yeah, or maybe what I can do is when I get the leftovers, I can freeze them and then have them again the following week. So that way, instead of it costing me $20 a week to buy a pot roast, it would only be $10 a week, which I think is more sensible to do it that way versus spending $20 for a tiny little pot roast for 1 week. I think that makes the most sense. I'm sure you guys are having the same problems, and why most people aren't even buying ground beef, because ground beef's expensive too. So it's really crazy. Alright, we finally made it into the neighborhood here. This is just going to be a basic leave at the door, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems. I also started making soups as well, like homemade soups, using all kinds of different vegetables. That's been working out okay as well. And that's always a good filler. $5, 1.7 miles. No. Yep, that has been working out. And I bought some tofu. That's been working out as well. So I'm getting all my protein sources from not just meat, but also from plant sources. So that makes it healthy too. Let's see here. Where's this house at? It's going to be on the left-hand side. I see it. I think I'll just park. I think I'll turn around and park on the other side. Okay, we made it. Come on, Starbucks, let's get you dropped off. But first we gotta wait for this car to go by so they don't hit us. All Alright, let's go. Here comes another car. All done. I was trying to take a picture of the Starbucks where I could get the address number in, and then I didn't. I ended up just taking a picture of the food and the door, and that was it. Because when I was looking at the app for the drop-off, it showed an example of where the item was delivered to the last time, and it showed the address number in the photo, and then that narrow front door area where the person dropped off. So I was trying to match what that person did, but I didn't. I am so lost. Where am I going? I didn't have breakfast this morning until 9 o'clock. Normally I have it at 8 o'clock. But I was so busy doing some other things that I didn't start eating until 9, and I wasn't even hungry once 9 o'clock came. So this fasting is really helping me to control my appetite. Yesterday I was having something weird happen where I was starting to feel a little bit weak and shaky and wanting to like pig out to stop that sensation from happening. It wasn't really like a feeling of being hungry. It was like a feeling of weakness where your body feels like it doesn't have any energy, or you feel like something is draining your energy. And so I told myself don't eat, but I couldn't stop myself. So I had a bowl of oatmeal with some walnuts, and because I thought like that would somehow help to pick me up having that, and it didn't. I felt just as lousy after I ate it as before. In fact, I think I felt worse. So I don't know if that had to do with insulin levels, or I don't know, because my weight is not in a healthy range yet, and I'm still adapting to this different way of eating. So a lot of things are going to happen along the way that are going to seem strange. But I didn't feel like I was going to pass out or anything like that. I just kind of felt, like maybe I was lacking sleep and I needed to lay down and catch up on my sleep. Maybe that's what it was. Who knows? But it stuck with me all the way up until dinner time. Even after I had dinner, I felt that sensation, and I had a cup of coffee after dinner to kind of perk myself up, which had helped a little bit, but not a huge amount. And then when I woke up this morning, I felt totally normal. It just went away. So I think it was just my body wanted sleep. I think that's all that was. But yeah, the 16 8-hour fast is, so far, it's just simple. It's really simple to follow. $10 for 3 miles. I gotta turn around. I want that. Just gotta figure out a place where I can turn around. Alright, I took it. Let me just turn the car around. Can I make it before these cars come? Let's see. Ooh, just made it. Let me tell you about this one coming up. Alright, I got one from Uber Eats. We're gonna go to Taco Bell. I'm gonna get $10 for 3 miles. Let me turn off DoorDash. Pause DoorDash. Okay. Well, it's busier than I thought today. This is probably going to be the last one, though. I don't want to work past 12:30, and it's 12:02 right now, so this will probably be the last one. So yeah, it's an easy diet, just 16-hour, only because you have such a short window to eat that the meals keep coming real fast. It's like breakfast, and then before you're even hungry again, lunch comes. And then before you're even hungry again, dinner comes. So there's really not even a desire to snack in between the 3 meals that I'm eating. And when I actually eat the lunch and the dinner meals, I'm not super hungry to have huge portions or even crave dessert afterwards. And that really helps to reduce my calorie intake and also focus on making sure whatever I do eat, it's nutritious and not just tasty. So that's been a plus. And then as far as the struggle to get through those 16 hours where you're not eating, most of that time I'm asleep. So you figure 6 or 7 hours I'm asleep, so I don't even know that I'm fasting, I'm just asleep. And then the rest of it is usually, lounging around, watching TV, doing chores around the house, and the time just goes by really fast. So the only time I've had a difficult time with this fast is if I can't sleep, like if I have a night of insomnia and I wake up like 1 in the morning and I can't go back to sleep, then it's really difficult because now I'm wide awake and I have 8 hours sometimes until it's time to eat, and that's when it gets really tough. But that's only so far happened one time so far. Alright, we made it to Taco Bell. Something tells me it's not going to be ready, only because Taco Bell is just one of those places, where things just are not, they're just not ready because they're busy with lunch and dinner and everything else. Mobile pickup. I'll just park over here. This guy's going too slow. Let's get it. These people are so funny. Every time somebody walks in, they say, "Welcome, welcome," whether they're leaving or coming or going. Last, verify the order. I'm not sure about, okay, close enough. Orders verified. They wanted me to enter a specific number to confirm the order's correct, but the order number does not match at all with what's on the receipt. So I just told Uber it's correct. Let's move on. 5-minute drive, going 2 miles. We're going to be going to what looks like a house, and it's going to be a leave at the door. What a great way to end the day. A nice simple one. Inside the Taco Bell, it was busy in there, of course, because it's lunchtime. But the employees were on their game today, and they were cranking out orders efficiently. And as soon as I walked in, they asked me, who are you here to pick? Are you here to pick up for somebody? I said the name of the customer, and they said they were working on it right now, and sure enough, they really were. They gave me the order, and I got the heck out of there. That was about it. Nice, simple pickup from Taco Bell today. Weather's really nice today. It's 57 degrees. It is, feels warm. Like I don't really need this jacket. But since this is the last delivery, I'm not going to bother to take it off. I'm just going to grin and bear it. And there's no real wind today. It's just nice and sunny. It's a picture perfect day to be out and about and do this job. It's just it hasn't been busy this morning at all for work. It's only gotten busy just in the last hour or two. It's gotten busier where there's actually work worth taking. I guess for the rest of this week until it picks up and I see bigger orders, I'm gonna stick with the $6 and change rule until it picks up. So we'll see if We'll see if it picks up. I'm sure it'll pick up on the weekend, but right now, during the week, it's just a lot of people are trying to save money, like the regular customers who don't want to splurge, which is fine. I was reading online that for Asian people, their weight should be much lower than what the average Western European person should weigh. So I was disappointed when I read that, because I thought my goal of 155 was going to put me in a really nice, safe zone for a healthy weight, so that way I don't have to worry about any, diabetes or pre-diabetes or cardiovascular issues or metabolic problems. I thought 155 sounded like a great goal, which it is, but they said if you're Asian, lucky me, if you're Asian, it should actually be no higher than 151 for my weight. And I thought, oh Lord, I got another 4 pounds to go, even below my initial goal of 155. So yeah, that was not the best news to hear, but I figure my weight's gonna naturally put itself where it needs to be as long as I'm eating a normal diet and following this fast. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I actually eventually end up at that weight. I have in the past, I have been as low as 143 has been the lowest weight I've ever been at in my entire life. And of course I felt great at that weight, but it didn't last because I went back into my old bad habits and started stacking the pounds right back on. So I know it's possible for me to get to the weight that they're saying I need to be at. Alright, we're just about here. It's going to be coming up on the left-hand side, I think towards the end of this street. Let's see. Yep, I see it. I'm going to turn my car around like I always do so I can make a quick escape. Alright, Taco Bell, it's your turn to be dropped off. Oh, heavy. Don't forget the drink. Oh, alright. That is all she wrote. I am done, and done. I'm sure I made my my $20 goal for the day. And yeah, it was 3 deliveries. First one was around $6. I think the full tips came in for that one. And then what was the other one? And I just did this $10 one. So that's $16 and change. And then the one before that was $9, so 16 and 9. Yeah, that's about 25 bucks I should have made for the day, so all good. And now I am far from home. The app really pushed me as far away from home as possible, which of course we all hate, because now we got to make the longest trip possible with nothing in the car, going all the way back for nothing. But it's all good. Well, I guess I'll just wrap it. There's not much else to talk about today, so I'm just going to wrap it up. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like hearing about delivery drivers who are overweight and are trying to lose that weight, hit the subscribe button and see if I finally lose the weight. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.